Don't sit uniquely, sit along with them or sit backside of them. Sit backside of them. Don't look at all these things in my class. Sit backside of them. Wherever I say, you sit there. If you want to be in this class, otherwise go to other batch. Don't speak in my class. Okay, I will see certain time. After that, I cannot tolerate. Okay, if you want to sit wherever I say, you sit. Otherwise, go to other batch. That's it. That's my rule. Okay, fine. So let us move to the further discussion now. So last session, we completed map. Next, I want to go for today. Reduce function, I want to take it. So let us move to the reduce function now. So special functions are three: filter function, map function, and then reduce function. Now I'm going to enter into the reduce function now. What this reduce function is, I'm going to explain this. Observe it. What is the use of this reduce function? I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. Observe it. So syntax I'm going to say. Syntax I'm going to say. What is this syntax? Variable name is equal to reduce. Variable name is equal to reduce of, I can say here, function name, comma. Next is called what you know? Iterable object. This is the one what we are going to say. What is the name itself says reduce function is for what? The filter function is used for what purpose? To filter out some elements from any by getting the elements from iterable object, filtering out some elements from given list of elements by applying to the given function. Filter of function name iterable object. So elements of iterable object applying to the function. If the function returns true, it is filtered. If the function returns false, it is something like what? Neglected. So now in the similar manner, iterable object is used in map also. Map function is getting what? Converting the old elements into new elements by applying to the function. And last class completely, you have seen exclusively that discussion. Today's class, reduce function, the name itself says, it is used to obtain a single result from list of elements. So reduce function, the purpose of reduce function is that to get single result from list of elements from iterable object, I can say. From which object? Iterable object. By applying to the function. This is the concept of what? You know, reduce function. The name itself says reduces to what? Single result. Used to get single result from iterable object by applying to the function. Okay. And one more point I would like to say, how reduce function will work. I will explain separate explanation here. What is that? I am giving internal flow of, this is a very, very important internal flow of which function? Reduce function. I will explain the steps for internal functionality of reduce function. Wait for certain time and I will show you certain example, certain diagram I will explain it. And one more thing is reduce function, I will write this point here. Present in a predefined module called FUNC tools. Reduce function present in a predefined module called FUNC tools. I will explain this, nothing to worry about the line number 5. First, let me go to the how to get the single result from the iterable object by applying to the function. First, I want to elaborate this. So let us go to the diagrammatic representation once. Here I am going to give you the clarity on this. Let us consider here I'm going to say, let L1 is equal to, I'm having something like this, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. These are my elements. These are my elements. This is my question here as what? Let L1 is equal to, this is the value what we got it. And find, there only you try to write it. And find sum of list of elements. Sum of list of elements. Actually, it's a very regularly asking question in interviews. How you can apply happily this kind of concept? Sum of what? L1. Output will come. Output will come. There is no doubt in that. If I go to my Python command prompt, it is going to be like this. L1 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 60. This is my data. This is my data. Sum of what? L1. Sum of L1. I got my result. But how it is internally doing this? How this is internally doing this? How this operation is doing? And we have already done with a non-reduce example also, you can do it. With a sum function, you can get the result because I am applying the predefined function sum of L1. So you need not to go even to reduce function also, because the sum function which we are applying here is internally calling which function? Reduce function is calling. The sum function is internally calling which function? Reduce function. When you go to bigger companies, they will ask you this type of sum function which is calling which function internally? Reduce function is calling. How this reduce function is calling, I am going to give you the clarity on this area. So sum of L1 is this data, sum of L1, and 210 is the result, I got it. And moreover, how this sum function is internally doing these operations. So it is giving the result as what? 210 is the result. Am I correct? So it reduces to, these iterable object elements are reduces to only one element. That is a single element called 210. How it is doing internally, I just want to give you the diagrammatic representation. This is my question. So I will take it very carefully, try to follow. So let us, internal flow I am going to explain, try to carefully observe it. Now I am going to give you, how many elements are there? That many boxes I am taking first. That many boxes I am taking. So how many values are there? I am having around 6 values are there. One more I will take it. One more I will take it. So I am taking something like this. What are the values are present here? I am taking 10. Next is 20. Next is 30. 30. Next is 40. This is a 40. Next is called 50. 50. And next is called 60. 50 here. And next is called 60. These are my elements. These are my elements. Okay. And now what is happening? This other side I will write it. Others I will write it. The statement also. So in this case, when the element started doing the operation internally, this is considered as what? First element of list is kept into one variable called X, for example. Second element is going to be kept in the variable called what? Y. Second variable is kept in the variable called Y. And I am doing this operation as what? I am getting this X as well as what? Y. As well as Y. Getting this variable called X, that is called a variable Y. You add them. What is an operation we are doing here? Come on, first, what is an operation we are doing? Plus. What is the result is coming? Come on, quickly try to share with it. 30. 30. So first step is what? What is the first step? Select 2 elements from the list and keep it into first variable and second variable. What is the first variable? X. First variable X. Second variable is called Y. Keep that first 2 values kept into first 2 variables X and Y. And the result of that, keep it into where? X. Result of that, keep it into where? X. Keep it into X. Keep it into X. Such a type of result 30, such a type of result 30 is going to be, such a type of result 30 is kept into the first variable called x. Next succeeding element is called what? 30. 30 kept in where? 30 kept in where? Y. 30 kept in where? Y. And do this operation once again. And do this operation once again. What is the operation we are doing here? What is the operation we are doing here? Right. So it is going to be doing. Here the result is called what? Come on. 16. 60 kept in where? X once again. X once again. Next succeeding element is called what? 40 kept in where? Y. Now Y is repositioned to what? Next succeeding element is called like this. Next like this. Again, what is happening here? 60, 60, and next is called what? 40. Both of them are going to be adding here. Both of them are going to be adding here. And then again do the operation called what? Adding x plus y. What is the result is called here? 100. 100 is the result kept in where? 100 is the result kept in where? X. Next succeeding element is what? Quickly. It is called 50. 50 kept in where? Y. And again apply the same operation. What is that operation called? What is that operation called? X and Y. That is the result I am going to keep it. That is the result I am going to keep it. What is the result here? 150. 150. Where is the 150 kept in? Come on. X. X. And that 150 and then again that X value will be adding with next succeeding element is called what? This Y is repositioning to what? 60, and then this is done and going to be kept in this place. Here I am going to write it. It is called how much is the result? 210. 210. 210 is the result. 210 is the result. Available in where? X. No more results are there. No more values are there. And return the value of X. Here I am saying return. What is that? Value of what? X. Did you understand this flow? What is an operation is going on in every moment? What is an operation is going on in every moment? Plus operation is going on. So we go on adding this. How the internal flow you already understand. Once again I will explain. Let us follow carefully. What is the result? Let the list is like this. Take the list of elements into like this. First two elements. First step. Step number 1. What is the step number 1? Select the first two elements of iterable object. Keep it into two variables. What are the two variables? Take on your own. Now I am taking it what here? X comma y. X comma y. Keep these two variables inside of where? X. X and y. And add this. Your operation is what? Plus here. Your operation is plus. You added them. And keep the result in where? X. And the next succeeding element is what? 30. 30 kept in where? Second variable. What is the second variable? Y. Already X is containing the previous result or not? And that X and Y you add it. Keep the result in where again? Next succeeding element is 40 kept in where? Y. And again do the same operation plus. Keep the result in where? X. 100. Next succeeding element is 50 kept in where? Y. And do the same operation plus. X plus Y. 150. Keep the result in X. Next succeeding element is 60. Keep it in Y. Y and X is called what? 210. Return the value of what? Return the value of X. Because no more elements are there. This process is repeated until all the iterable elements are completed or not. So coming to the point back, I am writing one statement. What is the statement I am writing? What is the statement I am defining? Like this. Now I am writing a function. Reduce function I am going to write it. Shall we write reduce function? Look at this, how easily this is to write it. Result is equal to some R is equal to I am writing some R is equal to reduce. Whether this space is sufficient or not, I don't know. I will write a small font or next line I will write it. Reduce function. Okay, let it be of. What is this now? Lambda. What is this now? X comma y. What is this now? X plus y, comma LST, I will take it. L1, L1, let it be L1. My list is called what? L1. Start the flow now. Start the flow. Come on. First beginning. What is the step number 1? Take first two values from where? Keep it into where? X, and then what? Y. As we have taken it X and Y. Apply the operation, right or not? Apply the operation. What is that operation now? X plus Y. Keep the result in where? X. Next succeeding element, keep it in where only? Y. What is the next succeeding element here? 30. X plus Y again. What is the value of X previously? 30. 30 plus what? 30. How much? Where is the 60 kept in? X. Next succeeding element of L1 is in where? Y. What is the value of that Y? 40. 40 plus what is the value of X? What is the value there? 100. Next succeeding element is what? 50. 50 plus what? 100. 100 is kept in where? X. Next succeeding element is in where? Y. X plus Y. How much? 150. Next succeeding element is what? 60. 60 kept in where? Y. And X plus Y. 210 is the result. And that result is kept in where? R. R. I will just say print of what? R. Print of R. When you say print of R, it is going to give you the result called what? 210 is the result coming. I hope everybody understand the meaning of what? Reduce. So students who are in the online, did you understand, students? Right? Abdul Rahman. Right, Ma? Thank you. So let us go to the understanding this kind of diagram. Like that, I will go for multiple diagrammatic representations. Did you understand? Let me show you the example once. Let me show you the example. Let us go to the program first. Look at, students. Others, Python. Now I am going to say. So I am going to say this program accepts list of values and find their sum by using which function? Reduce function. Okay, students. Reduce example1.py. Reduce example1.py. What I am doing now? Read the list of values or not? How do you read the list of values? You try to understand. Print of enter. Come on, fast. List of values separated by what? Space. Separated by space. Okay. Now, come on, fast. Enter list of values separated by space. Come on. LST is equal to int of value from for val in input dot what? Split off. So LST is equal to int of val for val in input of split. So I got the LST. Now values are ready. Now I will do what? Result is equal to, in a simple word I can say, reduce. What is this reduce function is doing? Reduce function, filter function returns an object of filter. Map function returns an object of map object. But reduce function, as people expect, reduce object will not come. It returns either single value, which data types can hold? Fundamental data types. Either int type, float type, bool type, or complex type. At max it is str type. str type only it can take. It can't take list type. Those kind of iterable object will not be written. I will show you that example, don't worry. So I am going to write it lambda x comma y or a comma b or anything, a comma b, whatever you feel, a plus b comma what? LST. Finished. Print of what is this now? List of elements is equal to, I say LST, then I am going to say \n. Print of sum is equal to, I can say, what is this? Result. So reduce example 1.py. See that example here. I say done. So here, coming to the point back, this is 9 a.m. Special functions here. You save this part, done. So here, LST is going to be called as, so here, coming to the point of it, here it is going to be called as what? List here, passing to reduce function. Syntax you see, in the syntax function name, lambda function name, or normal function also you can take. And what is this? Iterable object. I already told you which type of iterable object it can accept, already told you. Right? Come back to this example. And when you are executing this example, you will get a error also. You will get error also. So let us see this. So I'm going to this place, Python, say 9 a.m. Special functions here. There I will take it. Py, I'm going to say reduce example 1.py. So I'm going to get an error. Why this error? The PVM is looking for this function reduce. As we are already aware of it, every function, I'm just writing one small comment here. Every function belongs to one module. That is compulsory. Because we learned in the beginning, learning Python is nothing but learning about what? Modules. So every function belongs to one module. Here also, reduce is a function belongs to one module. That is, I'm writing here. The function called reduce function belongs to or present in module called FUNC tools. Are you able to follow? Now you may get a doubt, sir. We used already map function. We used already filter function. We used already so many functions, print function. We used input function. Lot of functions we used so far or not. All these functions also belongs to module. There is no doubt in that belongs to module. Whose default module is default module name in Python. Default module name in Python is, that is built-ins, built-ins. Built-ins is the module name. Built-ins is the module name. Are you able to get my point? Built-ins is the name of the module. In this place, by default, these functions will present. In C programming, if you know C programming very well, in C programming, modules are nothing but what? Something like what? Header files. What is the default header file? Anybody knows? Generally, people can't go to that level of open secrets of C language. It is called stdio.h. You need not to write this type of header file. But everybody will say that printf, scanf, etc. You need not to write what? stdio.h, default header file. Without writing also, you can use printf and scanf. If we go to Java programming, there is a packages concept is available. There is a default package is available there. What is the default package? Java.lang package. It is a default package. In Python, if you come, we are dealing with the modules. That is our next topic. We are entering into the class. Their default module is there. By default, it is imported. That is known as what? Built-ins. Built-ins is the module name. So, Soundarya, what are you listening, Amma? Soundarya? So, reduce is called what? Is a predefined function. Reduce is a predefined function. Belongs to what? One module. Every function, you need to understand my English, please. Reduce is not a built-in function. What are you understanding? Soundarya Venkateshan. So, you need to understand me. I did not say that reduce is not a predefined function. I am saying what? Reduce is one of the function. Belongs to what? One module. Which module reduce function belongs to? FUNC tools. The doubt is, sir, map function, filter function, these are also called what? Predefined functions. Belongs to definitely which module they are belongs to? What are the built-in speciality? By default, this is imported to every Python program because these are the regular functions we use daily. And the reduce function is the one which is belongs to which module? And today onwards, we are going to use a lot of modules. Are you going to understand this class? So here, if I go to my program and I'm going to make you to understand here. So execute this code. Now I'm going to give you the clarity on this. Error will come. What the error is coming here? First, it is accepting. It is an enter operator now, accepting list of values. So I'm going to say 23, 45, 12, and 67. You are getting an error. Name reduce is not defined. Why it is not defined? By default, our PVM will search for reduce in which module? By default, this reduce function search in which module? Are you following what I'm talking? So even after explaining this much, if you are unable to say, by default searching in where? Default. What is the default module here? Is the reduce function present in built-ins? Present? No, that's why this error is coming. But where is this reduce function is present in? FUNC tools. So I need to import. What is the function name? What is the module name? FUNC tools. FUNC tools is a module name, which I am using, and I am just calling this reduce. How you can call? Once you import it, I have to call this as what? FUNC tools dot what? Reduce. FUNC tools dot reduce. I am going to give you FUNC tools dot reduce off. Now it is going to give you the output. Execute now. Simple. Execute. Now I will get the result called what? Sum is equal to list of elements. I got it. Once again execute. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 60. I got the result called what? 210. So what is the predefined module by default? Built-ins. And every function in the beginning days only I told you. Whether you remembered or not. Where is the beginning days? 9 AM. If you look at, there is a features of Python. In that first feature called simple. If you don't remember, I can't do anything, guys. Once again, I am saying to you, Python is one of the simple programming language because it provides a rich set of API so that we can reuse the predefined code without developing any of our code. In real-time applications, we use predefined code. What is the definition of API? Collection of what? Modules. A module is a collection of what? Functions, variables, and classes. I told in the beginning days only. And today I'm going to give you the clarity on every function belongs to a module. It is not a today's word. Already it is the definition is given. And we will enter next day. Tomorrow we will go for modules concept I'm going to introduce. And since reduce is a predefined function, belongs to what? Module. Which module it is belongs to? Function tools. Map, filter, these are also called functions only. These are also belongs to what? One module. What is that module name? Built-ins. Built-ins is going to be what? By default imported to every Python program. Right? So coming to the point of it, C header file by default, which is the header file? stdio.h. Java related package is what? Java.lang. So Python modules are called what? Built-ins. This is the one. Are you able to understand? So when you come to this point, it's a most important area this is. And more about this import I will explain. And I already used in my program. When I was used the exit function, it was belongs to which module? Sys module I set. I imported a sys or not? Like that you must remember this. I hope you understand this example. Understand? So shall we go for the internal steps? So let me take the internal steps of my function here. So let me take up one small example where I explain special functions there also. One small reduce function I will explain. Reduce function internal steps I will explain instead of writing once again. Look at the reduce function is used for obtaining a single element or result from given iterable object by applying to a function. What is the syntax? Variable name is equal to reduce of function name comma iterable object. The variable name result is what? Here the variable name result can be object of which type? Float type, bool type, complex type, str only, because it's a single result or not. Now I am going to enter into internal flow of what? First step you tell me. Reduce a function selects how many? First two values of each object and place them in where? First variable. And what is the first variable used in our program? X. In our diagram you take X and then what? Y. Okay. Second step please. The function name utilizes the first values of which variable? First variable and second variable, and applied to where? Specified logic. What was my logic in this diagram? Plus and obtains the result. First step is what? Taking the two values and keep it into first variable, and the function name utilizes the values of first variable and second variable and applied to the function logic and obtains the result. Step number 3 is what? Reduce function places the result of what? Function name into which variable? And reduce function selects which element? Succeeding element of which object and places in right. That is nothing but what? Result kept into X. Next succeeding element of this iterable object kept into where? Second variable called Y. This process repeated. Repeat step number 2 and step number 3. What is the step number 2? Utilizing the values and computing the result. And step number 2 and 3 repeated until repeat step 2, step 3 until all elements completed. In which object? Iterable object. And returns the result of where? First variable. What is the first variable in our example? X. I hope you are following. So, and reduce function belongs to a predefined module called FUNC tools. How much important this example, I can't imagine it. Everywhere else, every person will ask this internal flow. And you take any person, first of all, special functions, most of the people are not aware of it. Because I am not boasting about it. Only our students knows about this. If you read daily, you will remember. Otherwise, you will also forget. So here, I hope this diagram is clear. Is this diagram is clear? Shall we go for one more example? Yes. Students who are in the online, is it clear? So that I can go to the next example. Right. So let us move to the next discussion in the class. Next discussion I am going to be in the reduce function. One more example I am going to do this. Right. Yes, ma, Pavan, I am going to give you this same diagram. I will post it. Pavan, same diagram. I am going to give you this. This is called code of the program. This is called code. For this corresponding thing, code. The explanation is what? This one. Step number 1 and step number 2, etc. Same thing, I will paste it. Okay. Open the notes. Open your notes and write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept list of values and find the biggest and smallest and find the biggest and smallest from the list of elements. from the list of elements by using reduce function. By using reduce function. By using reduce function. Okay. So let us go to the point of which diagram I want to go for it. Which one I want to go for it? Reduce function. So go to the program now. Let us watch this now. I will say this program. Look at students. This program accepts list of what? Values and find what? Max and min from list of elements. Okay. Accept list of element, find max and min from list of elements. So how we can do it? How we can do it? How we can find? So I'm going to say reduce example2.py. Say this now. As usual, I will take this example. List of values I am getting it. List of values I am getting it. I want to go for what next? Reduce function I need to apply or not? Big is equal to, bigger value is equal to, come on fast. Reduce of lambda x comma y or a comma b. Come on. X, if x greater than y, else y. That's it. This already explained in the class. Single line. Lambda means always single line. X. In case of what? X greater than y. Else what? Y. How this is going to operate? Comma. What I will pass here? LST I will pass it. Come on, start. How the flow is? First LST will take how many values? 2 values. Those 2 values. Okay. Because of this, what is coming? Either X will come or Y will come. That result kept in where? X. Very good. And the reduce function will select the next element of LST in Y or not? Y. Are you following me? Again you will apply what? Previous result with what? Next succeeding element. Either X will be returning or Y will be returning. Where is that X or Y will be kept in? X. Next succeeding element of LST kept in where? Y. Again same process. This process will be repeated until all elements of what is completed? LST completed. Until all elements of LST completed. Are you following? Similarly, I will go for what? Smallest also I want to go for it. What is that now? Small. I will go for small is equal to, come on this, X less than Y. X less than Y. If X less than Y, return X. Else return this Y. Either X or Y result is coming. Keep it into where? Next succeeding element of LST is coming to where? Y. And that values are going to be kept into XY continuously. The result is going to come into bigger than what? Small. So see this now. I'm going to say list of elements is equal to dot format of what? LST. Next I'm going to write it \n. I will say. I'm going to say here max. So biggest element, I can say biggest element is equal to, what is this now? Big. I'm going to say big. Next is called smallest element. I'm writing here smallest element. Now I'm writing smallest element is equal to, smallest element is equal to, smallest element is equal to, I can say, fine, is equal to what I write? Small I will write it. Small I will write it. So let us execute this code. Reduce example2.py. Reduce example2.py. Execute this code. Go to this place. Py. Reduce example2. Enter the list of values. I say this values. Maximum and then minimum. So see the result of it. Reduce is not defined. Yeah, what is the error there? So your function called reduce is present in where? Right. You see, I can write, earlier I told you what? Import func tools is my module name. So I can write it here. I can write it FUNC tools. I will explain next day. Concept is modules only. FUNC tools. I can write here FUNC tools. FUNC tools dot what? Reduce. Every function name must be called with respect to the module name. So I can get the result like this. Execute this part and see the result of it. Okay. 1 minute ma. I will say, I will remove this. Okay. And now you execute. The values are like this. Biggest is equal to smallest is equal to. If I say something like 0, 12, something like, minus 45 and 34 and 56, just 2 and 456 and 234 and then 1, 2, like this number of elements. And we are getting biggest element as well as what? Smallest element is coming. Are you able to get my point? Yes. So here it is this. If you want, you can write in another way also this code. That is, here, if I call 2 to 3 times of this function tools, unnecessarily, we are wasting our time of writing FUNC tools, FUNC tools. Is it not waste of time? 2 times I wrote it. I don't want to write 2 times. I just want to call directly. This is coming in the modules. I will explain in modules with the 7 syntaxes. I will explain. Import statement will have 7 syntaxes. I will explain that. Now I am saying from FUNC tools, import which function? Reduce. So that I can call reduce function directly. I can call reduce function directly. Execute this part. Execute this part. Execute this area. Now see py FUNC3. So I got the result like this. Are you able to understand? So like that, there is some varieties of import statements are there. That is coming in the next area called modules. So the next topic is modules, and modules will be extension part of your functions only. So I hope that functions concept, reduce function is clear for you. I hope so. Right? Students who are in this class of online, did you understand this example? Did you understand this example here? Quickly. Reduce function, filter function, map function. I hope it is clear. Fine. Now, next one, what I am going to say is one more example I would like to give. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept list of words. Which will accept a list of words. Which will accept list of words separated by comma. Separated by comma. Which will accept list of words separated by comma. Which will accept list of words separated by comma. And obtains and concatenate, you write. And concatenation. And concatenate all the words. Concatenate all the words as a single line. Concatenate all the words as a single line. As a single line. So look at that. What is the meaning of it here? It is my Python command prompt. It is my Python command prompt. Look at that carefully. I will take it. L1 is equal to something like this. Python. Next I am taking here, C language. Next is called CPP. Next is called Java. Like this I am having. Like this I am having. What I am going to do here? S is equal to, this is my data. What I want to do? I want to prepare a single line. I want to prepare a single line. How do you prepare a single line? How do you prepare a single line? Right? So, Manikanta, I said NumPy and Pandas, I will explain. Okay, Matplotlib and Scikit and SciPy, I said in the beginning only, we cannot explain that. It is in the data science part. NumPy and Pandas, I will explain. Manikanta, this I already told you, still on the same boards, I am standing on it. Okay, right. So carefully follow me. We are in the functions part only. Now coming to L1 is equal to Python, C and then Java. How can we do this now? All of them want to get it in single line. In one other words, L2 is equal to, now I am writing, look at this, Python is an object oriented programming, comma, PROC language. I am having something like a language. These are my words, right or not? These are my list of words. I want to prepare them as a single line. How to prepare them as a single line? We can do multiple ways are there, but the easiest way is reduce function. Easiest way is reduce function. I am doing in another way. Please look at that. S is equal to, just I am giving like this. S is equal to S plus, S is equal to S plus, S is equal to S plus, S dot join of, S dot join of L2. S dot join of L2. What is the meaning of join? You don't worry, because I did not explain part 2 of strings for you. I will explain them very shortly. Print yes. Am I getting in single line or not? Single line. Single line, I got it. Right? What is the reason behind that? You don't worry about it. I will explain very shortly to the string handling part number 2. So today I want to do how join function is working internally, reduce function is calling. So let us go to the reduce function once. Shall I go to the reduce function? Right. Let us go to the reduce function. So I'm going to take up to here as it is. Up to here I'm going to take as it is. Let us watch this example now. So this function accepts a list of what? Strings. List of strings separated by, come on, separated by comma, and obtain single line of text. Single line. Obtain what? Single line. Obtain single line. Obtain single line. This program accepts a list of strings separated by comma. Obtain what? Single line. Reduce example 3. 3 na 4? 4. Enter list of values separated by space and int of val for val is equal to separated by comma. Comma. I say in this comma. Okay, already you are aware of this. In the comprehension part I showed set. Just to prepare a list for your understanding purpose, I am saying content of list is equal to comma lst. lst, save this code. Save this code. Execute. Now go to this. Execute this place. I'm going to take up like this. Py. See that. I'm going to say Python is an Python, comma is, comma an, comma functional, comma PROC, comma language. So what happens? Okay, here we did mistake. It is not what? Int type. It is what type? str type. Yes. So coming to this execution part once again, students. Now see that I'm getting Python is an is a functional programming language. Did you understand? You may ask a question, sir, why are you writing this str of value? Because in the comprehension only I told you, it is the syntax part. It is the syntax part. Even though it is a string, you have to write a syntactically, some expression conversion is required. Okay. Now after that, what I need? I want to reduce them into single line. How do you go for it? Single line is equal to some variable name I am taking. Single line is equal to first reduce of. Come on, explain. Reduce of lambda x comma y colon x plus y. String plus string concatenation. Comma, what is this? LST, print. What is the result? Print result. Result is equal to dot format of single line. Execute it. So list of values. So say something like this. List of values, I got it. See students, comma, comma, I set. What is this? Reduce is not defined. Okay. I say func tools dot what function ma? Reduce dot. Yes. Now you execute. I got it. See, Python is an functional programming. There is no space between this. Am I correct? Go to that. If you want a space to be given by yourself, say something, say some space, plus you say. Say something, you say something like this. X plus, and then say plus y. X plus, and say this one, plus y you say, and LST. Now you see the students, got it. Here it is. Python is an object-oriented programming language. Once again, I say Java is an OOP language. So I'm getting, this is a list of words. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Are you able to get me? So anything you write it, you can go for getting this kind of words. What is the logic I used? Concatenation logic. Concatenation means in a simple line you want me to show. See students, S1 is equal to Python. S2 is equal to Django. S3 is equal to S1 plus S2. If I say what is happening, you print S3. It is just concatenated. No space is there between. You want me to have the space, double quotes, and plus I can say S2. S1 plus double quotes plus S2. Say S3. I got it. Django space Python space Django. So string plus a string can be concatenated. One more thing, this is a special point I would like to say. Of course, you already understand in my class. S is equal to something like a Python. You cannot go for S1 is equal to S plus A. You cannot do it. In Java language, you may do it, but in Python, you cannot do it. It is going to give you error. See the error now? Can only concatenate which types? str type. So one numerical value, one string value cannot be concatenated. If at all you want to concatenate, what is your intelligent solution here? Convert that A into which type? str type. str of A you say. Happily it can be done. That is called what? Python 10. str of A. These conversions already explained. These are all called only reading our notes. You will become an intelligent student first. Without reading notes, we can't do anything else. So reading is important and new concepts to be learned in the class. You take any Python student and ask these special functions, they are simply out of order. Are you able to get me? Yes. So let us go to the next discussion. This is about what function? Reduce function. So taking this kind of things, accepting list of values. I hope this entire thing is not necessary. In the modules part, I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. So ultimately, once again, if I look into that, reduce function importance, we got it. Reduce function belongs to where I set this line. I will write in the beginning of this part. Here only I will write it. Okay. And internal flow also explained. And these steps are very, very important. So with this, what we did, the functions concept is completed. Look at these functions now. Once you just go for it, functions concept, if I just take it, there it is showing some index. There I am showing some index. Let us watch this. Purpose of functions, definition of functions, advantages of functions, syntaxes, problem solving on this area, level 1. Level 2 parts, parameters and arguments, types of arguments and parameters, local variables and global variables, global keyword and globals function and corresponding problem solving, level 2. Level 3, anonymous functions and lambda, and whose problem solving with only anonymous, and especially with what? Filter function with normal functions and anonymous, map with normal and anonymous, reduce with normal and anonymous. Wherever we go for this kind of things, we will go for majority of the times we will use anonymous, and whose corresponding problem solving. This is called functions, because functions is the most important in the programming part. And when I go to the extension of functions is called what? Modules, which is going to be only 2-3 days topic it is. Because everything inside the module, which concept will come? Functions will come. And extension to modules is called packages. That is simply 2 lines of code is there, one day that concept is. Right? One more line, one more code you write it. Open the notes, write down one more example. Right. Yes, ma. Shiva, decorators, iterators, everything I will tell you, ma. You don't direct me how to go for the subject. I will explain everything. Whatever I explain, you read that. Okay? Shiva, I will explain. Decorators will come, my dear student, in the oops. Okay? Look at that. Where I am going to tell you the decorators. Look at that. Because you all almost asked it, na? Because if you say like that, na, I will get, first of all, student is not understanding the order of the subject. You just go to that. I will show you that where is the oops concept is coming. You coming to the syntax for class. Syntax for class. You just understand syntax for class. Object oriented principles. Types of methods. You just see here. There is a @ symbol is there. I will explain in oops. There I mentioned it. There I mentioned it. You see where that word is coming. I will explain that in the most perfectly. Every class level method must take class as a formal parameter with @ class method decorator. Where it is coming? In the oops it is coming. So if I teach irregular order of the subject, you will not get the grip in the subject. I will teach everything I said. Everything I said, I will not leave a simple line also. Shivakumar, okay, okay. No, don't worry, ma. Just keep 100% confidence on me so that you will get everything in my class. Don't be excited. I will teach everything for you. Okay, right. Fine. Just a few days back, my 11 o'clock batch was over. Almost 60 to 70% of the people are placing in big, good companies with 7 to 8 lakhs package. I can say very proud of our class. The beauty behind that is oops features. Oops features, which I am going to enter after my database concepts are over. Okay. So even at this level, you take any other Python batch student, they don't know even what is the definition of function also. So whatever the notes I am giving, read very well. See that how you can face the interview. Every question is from my notes. Day 1 what I said, today also I am saying. Last day also I said the same. Okay, na? Yes. So let me go to the, write down one more question. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept list of positive and negative values, which will accept list of positive and negative values, which will accept list of positive and negative values, and find sum of positive values, and find sum of positive values, sum of positive values and negative values separately. Find sum of positive values and negative values separately. Sum of positive values and negative values separately by using which functions? No. See, ma, look at, don't, since I am discussing reduce function, don't say immediately reduce function. LST is equal to, first apply this. First look at that. Why you are so hurry for that? 20, 30, minus 40, minus 50, 15, 25, and minus 34, and then 56. This is my data. What I should do? I should take what values first? Positive values. 10 I want, 30 I want, and next is called what? 15 I want. Next is called what? 25 I want. And next is called what? 56 I want. I want to get what? Positive values. Next I want minus 20, minus 40, minus 50, and minus 34. I want this values. So I want this values. So I am going to filtering my function, my values or not. And I am reducing that positive values into single result or not. Which function I am applying? Map function. Why do you use ma? Why do you use map function? Why do you use map function? Are you there yesterday? Are you there yesterday? Are you there or not there? There. No, don't tell for my satisfaction. You understand first. How many values I have? Positives, negatives. I'm filtering out positive elements separately, negative elements separately. After getting positive elements, I'm applying what? Reduce. Clearly understanding, na? Clearly understanding. I will give one more example. Now I got a doubt on you. Are you applying map function, filter function, map function, reduce function clearly or not? I will give one more example. I will form it with a combined of all these three. Can you do this? So classwork, homework, teacher work, or homework, classwork, student work, teacher work. Online students. Ajay Kumar, what happens? Homework. Okay. Soundarya. Good. Student work. Okay. Durgesh. So you contacted that administrator Mohan. He was not there now. He was not there in this institute. You try to contact Mr. Srikanth. He will take care of this. Right? You just contact to Srikanth. He is not there now. He is not there. Right. So I hope. Okay, Ankit, best of luck. You have written online test of TCS. Okay, write it. Continue. Okay. Will you do this? Yes, ma. That only I am saying now. That only I am saying. I am also saying to you. So try to take care of this. Will you do it? Students in the offline, you want me to do it or you will do it? You will do it? Very good. One more example, you write it. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept list of salaries of employees, list of salaries of employees, list of salaries of employees, okay, list of salaries of employees, full stop. Give 15% hike, give 15% hike. Ankit, don't tell your secret points, mom. So Ankit has written a TCS exam. See that. Not written on my own, sir. Ankit, this is your secret point. Suppose if you select an interview, if you select it, and don't tell your secret points. These are our secret points, na? Ankit, actually you are a very good student. You are a very honesty person. I understand. But this is not good, na? Of course, I am your teacher, but I don't encourage you. You are only telling me, sir, I copied, you are saying. Ankit, are you there? Continue. So Ankit disturbed me a lot. Where I am? Give 15% hike to those employees, whose salary is more than 5,000, more than 5,000, more than 5,000, more than 5,000. Amma? No. I'm saying another way. Yesterday, I know that I said this. So that is what student is so excited. They won't listen completely. That is the problem. I know that even if you say file name, I will open it. Last year, what file name I taught, I will open suddenly. I have good remembrance. So you think that, sir, forget that. I am everything I will remember. Where you sit also, if you ask me, sir, in which place I used to sit, you ask me after 1 year, I will tell you. So, okay, right, don't think like that. You are disturbing me a lot. Because when student is saying I have to give the answer for them, otherwise they will think that sir already said this. Give 15% hike to those employees whose salary is more than, and give 30%, and give 30%, and give 30% to those employees, to those employees, to those employees whose salary, whose salary, whose salary, come on fast, whose salary less than 5,000, less than 5,000, less than 5,000, less than 5,000. Okay, na? Fine. Continuation. Find total salary, total hiked salary, total hiked salary. Find total hiked salary less than 5,000, less than 5,000, and more than 5,000, less than 5,000, and more than 5,000 separately. So it's a very good important logic is there. Suppose if my result is some 2,000, some 2,000, some 3,000, some 1,000, some 6,000 or 5,500. Next is called some 10,000. Next is called some 6,000. Next is called 2,500. This is my data. What I should apply? What I should apply? Here first I should take what? Filter. That filter will give you what? Less than 5, more than 5. And I will apply what? Map also. And after applying map, you will get one new list. Other new list is supposed to convert into single one. Reduce. 5,000 more than hiked salary total. 5,000 less hiked salary total. Everything is there. Will you do this? You will do this. Try to do. If you don't get it, if it already I shown you half of the thing yesterday. Positive salary, less than 5,000 salary I said, more than 5,000 salary I said. That you pass to which function? Reduce function. 90% of the code is there in yesterday. Only thing is I am using filter function, map function, and reduce function in single program. This is what I am expecting from you. Will you do it? Yes. Now I am going to understand. Now I am going to explain one small example in the class. Small new concept I will tell you. Okay, na? So in our programming, this is called what? This is the subject of functions. Subject of functions. After that, some extra concept is going to come, which I am going to introduce in my class. What are those things? Generators. Generators. RA. Generators. Iterators. Iterators. Next is called what? Decorators. Decorators. These are the topics which are going to come. Actually, they are very easy. And I am telling to you personally, without that also I can do my programming. These things I will explain. These things I will explain. They are very easy. Nothing is there in that. Shall we start? I will first take a concept called what? Generator. Already Python contains a generator concept. What is the meaning of generator? Iterator also I will explain. Decorators also I will explain. All those things I will explain one by one. Nothing to worry today. Now my requirement is, see students, always try to understand very carefully. Practically you try to understand. My requirement is to generate 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Immediately my hand will go to where? Range function. So range function, how do you do it, ma? For I in where? Range of 1, 21, print of what? Over. So range function is acting as what here? Generator. Are you following me? It is acting as generator. Now, my dear student, here, if I come to my Python command prompt, once, I can say for I in range of 1, 21, print of what I, I got this result. Right? Instead of that, today I want to generate my own concept of KVR range. I want to generate KVR range 1, 21. That also need to generate what? 1 to 20. Actually, that I don't need. Horizontally you want, vertically you want, you can go for it. Right? So horizontally if you want, vertically you want, you can generate it. Now I am going to say such a type of a function if you want to generate by yourself, I will go for what? So far we have only data type or not? What is the data type there? Today we are going for what? Our own function which works like what? Range. For that I will go for what? Generators. Generator is also one type of function. Please let me go to the code. And how easy and how sensitive topic it is, I am just showing to you. Who is that? Pooja. Sir, some operations we do same as MENA map and reduce. Sir, what is the difference? It's somewhat confusing. No, ma, it is very clearly I said. If you get confused, it's a really problem for you. So I gave clearly in the class. I hope you did not practice it. I hope you did not practice yesterday's class. That is a problem for you. So if you are getting confused, problem. Yesterday's class, I almost said converting old iterable object into what? A new iterable object by applying to the function. Converts old list into what? New list. If you get confused, it's your problem. You take care of that. I said yesterday so many examples. And reduce function in today's class also I explained. Obtaining what element? Single element. From how many elements? Any confusion? Nothing else is there. No confusion is available. So take care by yourself and try to work out on your examples. First read the notes and try to work out on it first of all, please. Right. So let us coming to the next go to the another part of it. Which one I am talking about? Generator. Generator is also one type of function. Look at, I am going to give you a new program here. Of course, this is a program I am taking. I say, go to this place. I am writing DEF, KVR range. I am taking lower bound, comma, what? Upper bound. Whichever generator you want, I will generate it. What is my logic here? I am saying lower bound and upper bound values are supposed to be lower bound always less than what? Upper bound, according to our range concept. Now what I should do here? If, come on, logic tell me, LB less than UB. What is my logic here? I say, what is my logic here? What is my logic? You say less than this one, I should say for, come on, in, for, what is the value I want to go for it? From where I want to go for it? From LB to where? This one I need to go for it. What is my starting point? LB. What is my LB? For example, here, lower bound is what? 1. Upper bound is what? Something like what, 21. What is my logic? Want to generate 1 to 20. How do you go for it? While LB less than or equal to UB. You want to go for UB minus 1, you can go for writing UB. Since you are customizing by yourself, you can write equal to also, if at all you are interested. So Python people followed what? UB minus 1, range minus start comma start. So I say same thing like them only I am following. What I do there, I say LB less than what? UB. Say in this case, I am saying that yield, YIELD, yield. What is the value I am yielding? LB. What is the meaning of yield? Yield I will tell you. What is the meaning of yield? I will tell you. Just for a minute, you wait. I will come to main program also. Main program also I will come. What is the main program here? Call the function. Result is equal to, what is that now? KV range of 1 comma 21 or 1 comma something like 6, you take it. Small example. 1 to 6. Where 1 is going? 1 is going to lower bound. 6 is going to where? Upper bound. 1 less than 6, true. 1 less than 6, true. Yield what? LB. What is the value of LB? Yield means that value will be sending to whom? Result. Result. Whenever a function is containing yield keyword, it is treated as a generator. Whenever a function is containing what? Return statement, it is a normal function. Every generator is also one function. A function generator or normal function, how do you decide? Based on the keyword present inside. If a yield keyword is present, that is called generator. If return statement is there, it is known as, yes. First of all, this is not necessary for me because I already told you, you can do this with a range function. If at all they ask you customized range function, I can go for what? Generator concept, I can take it. Okay. After that, what I will do? What is the value returning here? LB. Kept in where? Result. After that, what I will do? LB is equal to LB plus 1 I need to take or not? What is the value of LB? Originally 1. What is the UB value here? 6. 1 less than 6, true. 1 less than 6, true. Return what? 1. LB is equal to LB plus 1, 2. Go back. 2 less than 6. Return yield what? 2. 2 is returning to result. LB plus 1, 3, 4, 5. All of them are yielding to result or not? Yes. Coming to this line, here I am going to say, here I will give you the result here. Else part I am writing. Else part I am writing. Print of, what is this? Condition false. Condition false. Just I am writing. Just I am writing. Later I will go for further. Now you print of, what is that? Type of what? Result variable. Type of which variable? Is equal to, comma, type of result. So result is called what actually? Earlier, int type, float type, bool type, list type, set type, frozen set type, like that. Today result is not that type. Result is what type? Generator type. Which type? I am creating my own generator, which will generate the values 1 to 6. So it is going to print the type of the generator first. Just execute. I am just saying gen example1.py. Gen example.py. So just to save this example, special functions, generator example1.py. I say execute this code. I'm saying that py generator example1.py. Come on, type of result variable is what? What is generator? Class. Are you able to follow? If return statement is there, what is the result type? Function. Result. This KVR range is called what? Function. What is the result is called? Not our data types. It is going to be a generator type. Are you understanding? Next, try to print the content. Content of what? Result. Just you try to print it. Result. Just try to print it. It is going to print a memory address. It is going to print a memory address. Complete memory address is printing. Are you able to follow? Now I am going to write it. See, my dear student, for now say for I in where? For I in where? Result. Print of what? I. Just Try to execute. Try to execute. Am I getting the values or not? Am I getting values or not, students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose, for example, I am changing my result as what? 100 comma 100 comma 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Is it not printing my own values like this? Are you following? With the step you want, you can do. Suppose step 2. How many arguments you are passing? 2 arguments, comma. What I am doing now? Step. STP. What do you do instead of that LB plus 1? What I will do? STP. Are you okay, students? Now see that result now. Execute this result. What is that? 100, 102, 104. How beautiful language it is. Programmatically, if anybody asks you, I want to generate my own range related concept. So that time I'll go for what? Generator. So generator is also one type of function which contains yield keyword. What is the purpose of yield? That gives the value back to this function and continues its operation. If a function contains a return statement, it is a normal function. If a function contains yield keyword, that is known as what? It is a simple example, simple blind rule you need to remember. And in further, wherever I want, I can write this generator logic. And in this today, I'm not going to give anything notes on generator. In further, after explaining iterator, I will carry this generator concept once again. Just I'm showing to you. Is generator really required for me? Is generator required for me? Not necessary. What is already there? Range concept is already there. I can make use of it. Suppose I am passing here 1000, I am passing. 1000 I am passing. Just to see that what is happening. Condition is what? False. Nothing is going to be there. Generator condition is false because range is mismatching. So I can say that this is becoming false like this. So developing generator is easy and difficult. Developing generator is easy and difficult. So what do you understand about the generator? In your own words, you tell me. Generator is first of all what? Function, which contains which keyword? Yield keyword. So in function body, how many keywords I can use today? Yield 1 and return 1. If a function contains return statement, it is normal, ordinary function. If a function contains which keyword? That is known as what? Generator function it is called. Able to understand me? So this generator, don't expect anything at this level. Very shortly after my function packages are over, I will go for what? Iterators, generators. Those two things I will explain in one day. And when whoops comes, I will explain what? Decorator concept I will explain. Okay. So at this moment of time, don't worry about it. So it's still 5 more minutes is left out. Tomorrow's class, I'm going to explain about which topics I'm going to enter? Modules. Please refer these functions once again. Modules will take a 3 days concept. This is 3 days topic. And packages, extension of modules is called packages. It is called 1 day. 1 day. Because inside the packages, who will be there? Modules. Inside the modules, who will be there? This is ultimately functions are very important in every moment. I almost discussed more than 12 days about what? Functions. Almost very each and every corner of the functions discussed. So module is a collection of what? So in tomorrow's class, I am going for modules. So I'll stop the class and I'll go for it. So students who are in the online, please practice your functions once and we will go for it. What is this? What about online students are just showing partiality on offline students? No partiality students, Ankit. I don't have any such partiality. So, right, Jitu. Thank you, ma. So, Ankit, I am one of the very clean and green faculty where I cannot show any partiality of any of my offline students. Right? So, all are equal. Right? So I don't have any such type of things like, right? What is this? Sorry, you said after 1 year also, you will tell the place Where offline student is sitting? Yes, 100%. Where he is sitting? How can I know, ma? So, loses one credit point. Okay, Ketan, yeah. So, Ankit, where are you sitting? I don't know, ma. That's why. Because offline students are there in front of me. I'm going to take up that. Right. Right. Pranav, thank you, ma. Right. So, anyhow, don't think like that. Ankit, take your words back. Okay, Dilsukh Nagar. Okay, sit there only. Okay. Right. Now I will remember. You ask me, sir, where I am. I will say you are sitting in Dilsukh Nagar. I will say. So, we'll start the class. Tomorrow, what is the topic name? Modules. Don't miss it. Important. Don't come late to the class. Thank you. And the day after tomorrow, Thursday, 7 a.m., new batch is starting, both offline and online. Any of your friends are there, you can intimate. Okay. Thank you. Good day. Can leave.